Okay, hello Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising Venuses, Libras. Hey, hi, how are you? How you doing? My name is Tulips, so hey, welcome to the channel. Welcome, especially if you are new here. I like to give out tarot readings. What a weird introduction this is. So hey, hello. Let me just get the disclaimers out of the way, then we'll talk about the reading. So, first of all, I'm sorry if things constantly shift and move. I constantly don't, I move a lot when I do my readings and stuff like that, so I'm constantly just changing things as the thing goes around here, because I don't use a script or anything when I do my tarot reading, so I have to like constantly move to really think, should I maybe have a script? Maybe. Would that probably help everything? Yeah, probably. Oh well. And then the second disclaimer is simply that there are constantly cats and things moving around, so I apologize for any noise that you guys may hear. So yeah, let's just get into the reading. So today we're just going to be looking at intuitive messages, because I've had a really strong feeling to do them. I was going to do something about like finances and personal relationships and stuff like that, but the universe was like, nah, you want to do intuitive messages first, because that's calling to you. So that's cool. The spread's very simple. It is where you are going, and the end result of that. I know my nails are 3-4 different shades of different colors. I was just testing out different nail polishes, and I was like, you know what would be a cool thing to do right now? Film. So yeah. Anyway, so where you are going, the end result. We're going to talk about relationships, if I could pick up on that, personal things that may be going on with you, like spiritual lessons, finances, just generally across the board. So, and I have a couple of different decks that I'll be shuffling on camera, so I do apologize for any of the shadows, because lighting is weird. Alright, let's just get into it. You are not lost. You are currently here at the childhood home. Tap into your inner child. Childhood memories, play, youthful energy. Okay. So some of you could be doing shadow work right now. Some of you could just be feeling very nostalgic, perhaps seeing friends or family that you haven't in a while. You could just be very playful right now, wanting to do things that are outside of your box. I love this lighting. What if I just... No, because that just makes it worse. Anyway, we're moving on. Where you are going? Cold lands. Learn how to keep yourself warm. Abandonment, challenges, and aloofness. Yep, this feels very strongly of inner childhood healing and inner child work. Oh, look. What was I saying about shadow work? A broken elevator is your, the end result of all of this. Your shadows are showing themselves. Shadow self, fears, negative thoughts. I'm trying to think of where we are at that could be influencing this, because this is a timeless reading. So at the time of this filming, we do have a Mercury retrograde, so it could be something like that. But honestly, with everything that's been going on in the world, this could just be like literally anything. It just could be a time for a lot of healing for you. So it's not like anything really impactful has to be happening. You could just be feeling like you want to change, and that's okay too. If you notice on this card, right, it's asking, am I good enough? And that is your fear talking, okay? You are good enough. You may have been abandoned in your past, present, you know, but I think the strongest message for you right now is to simply learn to love yourself, and I think you are going through that process. Alright, let's get into the tarot card, shall we? Okay, so this is the teeny tiny tarot. It was on Kickstarter. It's interesting about her work because she doesn't really sell it after the Kickstarters, which is a shame. But she does have like Instagram and stuff. Wow, that hangman just came right out, didn't it? You know what's interesting? I thought this was actually in reverse, so I'll read it that way as well. So to me, this feels like right now you are currently in a place of being indecisive. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It just feels like you are slowing down. You want to heal. I hear for some of you, you want to go out and play. But there's like this weird stagnation, as in like you're stopping yourself from being who you are because maybe you fear that abandonment, that rejection. Also, can you hear me? I didn't realize how far away I was leaning. So yeah, there is that period of feeling indecisive indecisive, maybe closed off, taking things slow. This is not really a time for you to rush through things, and that's okay. King of Wands. I say rushing through things, and we get the King of Wands. Oh, okay. Yeah. Very passionate energy, very joyful. Why do I keep wanting to say joyful? Pleasant. This is a person who is a leader, who's taking charge of things, who knows what they want and how to go get it. Are you afraid to show that side of you off, Libra? Like, I know people are like, oh, Libras are all about balance and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you're allowed to be stronger, you know? You are allowed to take up space. I always tell people that Libras aren't, you know, the mediators always, you know? Like, somebody compared it to Elsa. And I'm like, that's kind of a bad representation if you ask me, because if anything, you guys are more like Anna. You want to keep the peace that's already there, you know? You're very protective, and you don't have to fit yourself into a box, right? You guys have a lot of power. You can bring in these manifestations. Do I think they're a bit slower because that Hanged Man is technically your overruling energy here between these two cards? Yes. But you are working steadily towards your goals. You are working towards that next step in the process and stuff like that. And you need to stop denying your own power. Ace of Cups. Yeah, a lot of self-love here. A lot of love. Not just within yourself, but without as well. Like, into the actual energy here with other people. That's what I mean when I say without. You could also be dealing with a fire sign if some of you are in relationships. This could be friends, family as well. You could look up to this person as well. From some of you, you could have like a picture of yourself of who you want to be. The thing is though, those traits that you idolize, you have within yourself. Does that make sense? And you just need to allow yourself to feel them and to take charge. Yeah. Allow yourself to fear. Okay. Well, yes, do not deny your fears. Recognize that they are there and recognize different steps that you can take to overcome those fears. But allow yourself to chase your dreams, okay? Allow yourself to be creative and go towards what you want. I didn't realize just how spacious this was going to be. I'm sorry. Let me zoom in. I'm also seeing the Tower and the World. So we have the World and the Tower. Everything you thought you knew. Yeah. So there's two different ways that I can take this card, especially with these messages. The first is that for some of you, drastic changes are going to be happening. Perhaps they have happened in your life, and they may have been traumatizing, right? And now you're coming to face those, if that makes sense. Now it's like your wake-up call, essentially. And you're like, well, apparently I'm still clinging on to this even though I thought I moved on, and now I have to deal with it. For others of you, it's spending some time alone to figure out who you are, right? A Hanged Man again. And what you want out of your relationships and stuff. What do you want out of your goals? What are your goals, essentially? This could be about seeing the bigger picture. This could be about seeing the smaller details. But for some of you, it could be both as well. It could be sudden changes that make you have to step back and be like, okay, what do I do now? But I feel like you're going to be addressing things that are going to be leading you to this beautiful place, right? Because the World did come out after the Tower, so let me doinky doink. There we go. So it's like through this turbulence, through this feeling alone, through this period of isolation, you may want to be alone. Okay, that's not like it's not like it's a bad thing if you want to be alone from the rest of the world at this time. But through all of this period, through this slow moving too, despite you wanting to move fast, I think it has to be slow because you're like, well, I have this I want to do, and I have that I want to do. Despite what the internet says, you will get there regardless of how you are feeling about yourself. If you're insecure about your goals, the only time it's limiting is if you tell yourself it's limiting, you know? Like, I have a lot of self-confidence issues, but it doesn't stop me from making TikToks, for example, you know? Like, I have a lot of social anxiety, but what I'm studying in college literally forces me to communicate with other people. Your only limit is essentially yourself. Anyway, I'll get off that spiel, and we'll keep on moving on. I just had to move, didn't I? But is this making sense so far? I'm sorry that you're hearing all of these gross noises. Okay. You're putting a lot of work into something, whether that is yourself, money, like your job, building. Oh, okay. building for the future, essentially. You are setting yourself up for success. Queen of Swords, ooh, you are not just somebody who plays around. You know, you're not just the King of Wands. So you know how to act and how to move. These can be also restless and very reckless energy, so be careful with that. These also could be different people in your life that you are influenced by. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you may feel like you're inadequate compared to them. And I say that, and we get the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there could be money concerns, right? Because you're working on getting a better job, getting the skills that you need from college and whatever. Or you could just be in a bad place financially. That's also could just be it. I do see things getting better for you though. Whether it's from these two people, the king and queen here, helping you out, whether that's you tapping into your own power. Regardless though of what you choose to do or who comes in to help you and who you accept to get help from, there is a happier ending here for you. Definitely feels more emotional than it does financial, but obviously they can go hand in hand. This could also be help from a friend as well for some of you. I don't know why I heard that and I had to say it, but I had to say it. The Fool, and once again we have the Five of Swords. There is a lot of insecurities that I feel like you're going to be addressing soon. Taryn, what are you doing? I don't know. A lot of insecurities that I think you're going to be addressing soon. That's just it. You may be already addressing them now. It could come as a surprise, right? Like I was saying in the beginning, some things, or maybe I didn't really say it. Maybe I thought it. But anyway, it may surprise you at how sudden something comes in for you, right? You could be walking down the street and smell like a certain food and then it triggers a traumatic memory in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, healing is weird like that. You could be having some tough conversations with people, and with the Two of Wands that initially came out in reverse, you may be reluctant to face that at this current moment, but you're being asked to have strength and courage to do so because everything is going to work out just as well as it's meant to, you know? I don't really see anything going wrong here. I just think you need to be more open and honest with yourself and with the people around you, right? I feel like people around you have started to notice that you may be feeling uncomfortable with something, or you're just not feeling happy and they want to see you happy. There's no negative feelings here, right? I feel like this is just you trying to address your anxieties and your fear and your past, essentially. Look at these nice shadows. So yeah, I just feel like your biggest message here is to take your time with your healing. It's not linear. You'll still get to where you want and need to be. I say that, and look at that. We get the Knight of Pentacles, and we get Justice, which is literally your card. Okay? Your goals are coming to you. Your happiness, your peace of mind, it is coming to you, right? But to get there, I really do feel like this is something that takes a little bit of time. The Knights of Pentacles, well, Pentacles in general, are very slow moving. They are very detail oriented. They like to make sure that everything is covered, like all of their bases are covered. And that's okay. Because you are going into a place of fear, right? Like, shadow work is not easy. Inner child healing of all kinds is not easy. Whether you're healing some sort of addiction, you're addressing some sort of issue with your friends, your coworkers, whatever, it's never exactly that easy. It's never just cut and dry. And I do think that what you put in, you'll be getting out, right? And you're putting a lot in, okay? Don't think that don't minimize yourself. Don't minimize yourself because you are doing a lot, even if it does not feel like it. The fact that you got out of bed this morning means a lot, okay? The fact that you cleaned the dishes, went to work, took a shower, did laundry, even just picked up your shoes, right? It's a lot. Especially if you have a mental fatigue going on and you feel like you can't withstand anything. Okay, slow and steady wins the race for you guys. Yeah, we have the Devil, we have the Four of Swords. The High Priestess is here, but I don't know if it'll come out. Yeah. So the Devil is about addressing addictions and freeing yourself from them, right? And we have the Four of Swords, so you're really analyzing stuff right now. You're really taking a look at, like, what scares you, what you're still hanging on to that you need to let go, and most importantly, you're giving yourself a break. Okay, you may be way too hard on yourself, or other people may be way too hard on you, but I feel like this is mostly just yourself. And it is okay to relax, okay? Like, if you're trying to quit smoking or something like that, this is not something you can just quit, you know, right off the bat. Some of you can actually quit cold turkey and just be like, done, okay, whatever. But, you know, there's withdrawals and stuff like that. Some people have to go into inpatient care for, like, other addictions and whatever. This could just be about depression and anxiety as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you are facing, healing is not linear. I feel like I need to stress that. Healing is not linear. You are still going to get to your success. Nothing is being withheld from you, right? If you want it, you can go out and get that. And you're coming to realize that. Okay? Your mental illness does not define you. The situation, physical, mental, whatever you're in, does not define you. You need to take a break from being too harsh on yourself, address the healing that needs to be done, and just become more aware. And I feel like this is a slow process, right? Like for me, a lot of my healing didn't really start until like I started recognizing why certain people were coming into my life, and I was like, okay, what do they all have in common, you know? Some harsh conversations may need to happen. That's why I feel like there might be more than one person coming in here for you. Or they could be friends, they could be family. Either way, they are people who are very wise, very active and like go-getting, and they're a little bit harsh with their words. Not abusive, just harsh. And this could just be elements that you want to embody in yourself. This could be you, like, being harsh on yourself. What, did I just say that? Oh my gosh. Anyway, moving on from that thought. Moving on from all of this stuff. But I feel like you're learning, okay? And I feel like you're really breaking free from this stuff, but it is a process. And do not, like, be upset at the fact that some things just take more time. You just need more time than others. It's fine. It's not the end of the world that you need more time to heal, more time to, like, figure things out. 6 of Pentacles and Judgment. Okay. Yeah, so I do think somebody's going to come in and help you. And I think, like, this literally just covers what I just said. You're just coming to realize this. People are going to help you out. Feel free to ask your friends and family. You know, I used to ask my friends all the time. I'm like, why the heck do you guys stay around me so much? And my door just opened for no reason. How weird. And now it closed for no reason. How weird. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, I always was asking my friends, that was really weird. Okay. Why they would always hang around me, and they would tell me, like, because I believed negative things about myself for so long that, like, I could not see the positive. And I feel like some of you guys may need to go through that as well. But do know that there is charity coming in. Give yourself the time. Let other people give you the help and support. You know, just be receptive to being open and giving and receiving as well, okay? You don't have to be the continuous giver. Let other people give to you. Exploring. So, yeah. Okay. I want to say travel might be something for you guys, but this could just literally be exploring new ideas on how to go about things, trying out new routines or something like that. Just getting the ball rolling, essentially. You're like, well, this method isn't working for me. Let me try something else, you know? Simple stuff like that. Okie dokie. Is there any last messages? I do think you guys will... Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I was just saying. Oh my god, yeah. You guys will find your happiness. You will find your stability, your love. People in your life, for those of you who have love in your life, like a romantic partner, they want to see you get better, okay? They really do. But you will find that stability, because we did get the 10 of Cups as well. You will find that emotional balance. You will find that stability, that love within yourself, with other people. It's a slow process, right? Because like I said, the Pentacles, they're slow, and you may want to be like, let's go, let's go, let's go. But the cards and the universe have other plans for you. It's okay to take your time. It's coming faster than you think, but it's also, you know, it's going to come at its own pace, because I feel like this is something you can't rush. Okay. Let me pull some oracle cards here. I'm kind of tempted to do some romance oracle cards, because we have the Lovers and we had the Ace of Cups, but I feel like for most of you this is already in your life. Like I said, I don't think it's just a romantic partner. Okay, so hi, welcome back. Alright, and these are the mini Divi cards from the same person who did the Teeny Tiny Tarot, mostly on Kickstarter. I don't really know if she sells her stuff outside of that, which is a shame. But let's see what the oracle cards have for you. Like I said, I think I'm going to pull some romance oracle cards, but I think most of this love is just already in your life. But for those of you who are looking for romantic connections, I will, oh, whoops, I will pull those for you. Friendly ghost, your kind heart will show through. Exactly. Just be yourself. Let other people take care of you. Seek out the inner truth that long to be awakened. What if I just shuffled? Yeah, okay, that works. Works a lot better than what I was doing. Okay. It's okay to not have all the answers. Okay, this could be the reason why you're being asked to slow down because... Huh. Okay. So maybe... How do I want to read this? For some of you, it's like you're stalling because you're not ready to take a leap of faith on something or somebody because you're like, well, I don't have all the details to this. For others of you, they're saying not to hang on to the details as you move through this. Yeah, we had a lot of like detail-oriented stuff, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, stuff like that. But for some of you, it's going to be okay that you don't really know. Does that make sense? Because while it's okay to be like, I want some of the details, hanging on to, because how do I put this? It's okay to have some of the details, but with some of the pain that you have to deal with, it's going to be very hard to let that go because you're like, well, why did X, Y, and Z happen? And sometimes it's just as simple as it just happened, and that sucks, and we have to deal with it. But trying to dig deeper than that is going to do you more harm than good. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. We have the Victorian ghost as well. Many greats live in the past, but it's not where you belong. Exactly. Okay. Just be you. Just, oh, what? Let me try that again. Just be. You need to feel these feelings. Exactly. Exactly. It's okay to feel these feelings. It's okay, you know, to have to move on from these. You are not a bad person. You're just going through a rough time. And what did I say about the questions? Seeking out all the details. Some questions have no answers, and the hungrier you become, the more you starve. Exactly. Exactly. And then there's, wow, okay, I feel like this whole deck is just made for you guys. Because this is literally what I've just been saying. Don't let imposter syndrome get you down. You have a ton of people who want to help you, okay? If you don't feel like they are around you, I promise you they are coming in to show you otherwise. I really do think that King of Wands and that Queen of Swords we saw is just energy that you want to be in. You want to be more, not reckless or restless, but like more powerful. And you have those qualities in you, and I think you just need to step back and like see where in your life you can start, what do I want to say imposing, that's not the right word. Start bringing it in, essentially. I am surprised that I haven't really seen any other messages about phones? About friends and support groups, but I think the universe is saying that you already are aware of that one, and that's why they're not bringing that out. I think this message is more so for you guys to recognize your own power and to not, you know, just sit by and like drown in the details in like the past. It's saying that you are good enough, you are powerful enough, and you can move forward. Okay, I think I'll stop this here because I feel like I'm repeating myself now. Actually, I don't really think the romance oracles really fit for this. What do you guys think? I don't know. In the next video, I'll include it. How about that? I'll let you guys go. If you want more freaking messages, I do try to post daily on my other social medias. You can find that card in the description below. I'll also link to a small cat video of one of my cats, the one who keeps coming in and out because I guess that's who opened the door and closed it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day, have a good night, and goodbye.